Yevgen, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. It's a pleasure to hear your stories. I'm sure you have a lot of stories to tell us today. But before I start and before we say anything, I would like to welcome you here, and wish you all the best on your next trip that we will discuss after. I would like to start and say my first actually question is like how everything started. So you decided to start climbing and sports climbing, and after all that, climb all around the world to the highest mountains of the world.
Look, my experience in mountains is more than 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
First time I came to mountains in 1979. It was my first visit to mountains, to Caucasus. Originally, I am from USSR. I was born in USSR.
Uh-huh.
And I fell in love with mountains from my first trip. And from that time, I start to climb mountains from easiest to more difficult, and it is my second life. And what can I do? I stay in mountains. And never can stop, because mountains for me it's second life after my wife. I may be first. I don't know.
When was the first time? Like, what year was it? Like you started and you said, you know what? I love the mountains. I would love to come back and back. What year was it? Was it in the 80s or 90s or?
No, it was 1979.
1979.
It my first expedition.
Mm-hmm.
That time I tried to climb Elbrus, is the highest top of the world, but it was very bad weather. We didn't do it first time. From that time I climbed it more than 25 times.
So Elbrus is in Caucasus.
In the Caucasus is the highest top of Europe.
How tall is it?
It's 5,600. It is two tops, east and west.
Mm-hmm.
One is 5,642, another one 5,621.
Okay.
So it's the highest top of the Europe.
It's the highest. Is it a rough mountain? Is it an easy mountain?
It's easy mountains. It's I recommend it
for amateurs.
To start or from Elbrus or from Kilimanjaro. It's the two highest tops from the program of 7 summits. We will speak maybe later, but I recommend it to start from these two mountains because it's easiest and very, very beautiful for receiving the understanding. Or you like mountains and you will continue, or it's not yours.
What was the thing that made you love about the mountains? Was it like because of the quiet? Was it because you conquered a top? Was it because you're away from people?
Everybody have to reach what they like more. It's like all together. Or you like it or you don't like it. It's some people who like luxury services. When they come to mountains, they stay in medium services and also come back to mountains and continue to climb or to visit mountains. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be in your heart.
And these things, all these mountains, do they change your life, like the way you think?
Yes, of course. The mountains change life of everybody because mountains help us with everything.
Yeah.
When you go to mountains, when you go up, you are more close to
God.
University, to God, and you can listen, you can feel something more than you can feel here where we are living.
Yeah.
Very fantastic nature. Many very, very friendly people when we meet there. So it's a lot of things what they all together change our life. And you always want often and often come back to mountains.
Yeah. When did you decide that, I'm gonna be like kind of like a professional climber? Like I'm gonna finish now, I'm gonna have a goal after and do that mountain and then that mountain. When was the time that because you said you started in 1979, but when was it that you said, I want to do this more often?
Look, step by step, from
Step.
easiest summits to more difficult. We study year by year. We studying, and in one time I understood that I want to be guide, to be instructor, to be teacher, and I finish courses, receive
all the diplomas and
diplomas
stuff,
of the guide, and start to work with young people. It was very interesting in special camps who teach these young people. After I will start to work with foreigners, like professional guide in high mountains. So around 20 years I was professional. It was my main job. I was professional guide and work all year. I was not all, maybe 9 months per year I was in mountains.
9 months per year? All around the world mountains?
That time not all around the world. It was mostly Caucasus, Asian mountains like Pamir, Tian Shan, Nepal. It's last maybe 10 years, 15 years we start to travel all around the world. Before it was regions in Europe and Asia.
So you were in instruction for 10 years, right? No,
I'm instructor from 1987.
Wow. That's a lot of years, man, in the mountains.
Yes. I had short break during this period, but when I came to Cyprus, I start again with pleasure. I was happy that I have possibility to start again, to climb, to travel all around the world and climb different summits.
How did you end up in Cyprus? Like, did you knew Cyprus before? Like, did you knew that? Of course, you knew where Cyprus was, but did you have any relationship with Cyprus before you come?
Yes. First time I came to Cyprus in 1999. I came for vacation, and also I had business between. I opened not business; it was bank account.
Okay.
And I visited Cyprus often, maybe 4 or 5 times per year before. But in 2011, the situation in Ukraine was not so good, and I made decision with my family to change place of living. It was suddenly, but we are happy that we did it.
Because of Crimea situation?
No, Crimea situation was more later.
Yeah.
It was before when new president came to Cyprus in 2010, and we have received a lot of problems. And for my kids, for my family, it was better to
be here.
Yes. So we changed our place. My kids receive very good education, and we are happy that we are.
And you live in Limassol.
Yes, we live in Limassol, and after my starting in Cyprus, immediately I found Federation of Mountaineering, Climbing and Mountaineering, and start to do activity with this. Yeah,
and how did the Cypriots is Cyprus a friendly country for someone who's coming from Ukraine or any other country?
Yes. If you have money.
If I have money. If I have money, I can buy my enemies also, not only friends,
No, it's... No, it's joke. Yes, it's very friendly.
Yeah.
It's very friendly, and I have a lot of friends. Cypriots. I'm happy with my life last 10 years.
You're happy. And you came also to a country that is not very famous about climbing, because now it's starting to, the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years started to, like this sports climbing adventure style, it just started. Like also like other hobbies, because, the Cypriots, they used to like football and mostly football. Now you see other sports also, like all of mountain climbing, mountain biking, like other stuff. And you came also, but I'm saying that you came to a country that is not very famous. Like you didn't go to Norway, you didn't go to Sweden, you didn't go to any other country. You came to Cyprus, which doesn't have high mountains. Winter here is not it's not too much. It's mostly people on the beach most of the year.
It is, from another side, it's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I live in Ukraine, Ukraine doesn't have also high mountains. In Crimea, it's it's rocks. It's okay, but not high mountain. Here in Cyprus, it's fantastic. It's feeling fantastic when you go abroad from your country to high mountains, and after you come back, it's fantastic.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
It's very warm and nice.
Yes. So it's one reason. But from another reason, for Cyprus, I like Cyprus. I love Cyprus.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came to Cyprus, I checked the situation with mountaineering and found that it's not developed at least.
At all. Yeah.
At all, yes. So I start to promote mountaineering in Cyprus. I organize every year trips to Elbrus, to Kilimanjaro, to another mountains, and find the people who are interested with this adventure. And
Cypriots or
50-50, mostly from the beginning. Mostly were Russians or foreigners.
Yeah.
But now, last maybe 3 years, 4 years, a lot of Cypriots are interested with this.
Mm-hmm.
For example, now for next year, I have more than 12 just Cypriots who will climb with Elbrus with me next year. So more and more people, Cypriots, are interested with this. So when I start to promote, to inform people what is it, at least. So I have a lot of ideas. I have idea to open the Museum of History of Mountaineering. This museum will include the hall with Cypriots who climbed highest tops of the world. Their names were fixed in this stela. So it's also will be realized.
I will be excited because we don't know this. I mean, I only know few of them, of the Cypriots, but I don't know maybe years before if there were any other guys, like maybe during the 70s or 80s or 90s. I only know like the guys today,
We have also very famous guy. It's George Andreou, who climbed Έβερεστ as well. I trained him.
Yeah.
I helped him when he did preparation for Έβερεστ. He's very good guy, and he climbed. He's strong, and especially not only physically, he's strong with his
mindset is very strong.
Yes.
I had him at my very first podcast because he's a friend of mine, and
very good guy.
Yeah, and on my first podcast he was here when we started. He was the first guest a year and a half ago, and I also had him an interview in one of my magazines. And what excites me about George is that he's willing. He's very, very. If he decides to do something, he's very willing to do it, and I think that's why he finished through the top on the roof of the world, because he had a very strong will. And I think this is what a lot of people need to have when they climb mountains in general. You need to have a good will. Like you might be physically very good, but if you don't have the good mindset, right?
Yes, of course. That's why very, very important and very it's necessary, 100% necessary to be ready to the level what you want to do, to climb. I am very happy that I have, when I was young, I have very good, my teacher. It's very famous mountaineering in USSR, and he teach us, and I am grateful to him because he told us that always you have to be ready for one level more than you want to do now.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here together with you and not a problem during all my life, all my experience. It's helped me not only in mountains, it's helped me in normal life as well.
Through life, yeah, of course. All the people I know that they do extreme stuff, they have something different. And they have something different in the psychology effect. They have this strong will and they are ready for the worst. And you have to be ready for the worst. You're not going a walk in a park. You're not going to just to go, in a straight way. It's not normal conditions and things might happen very, very bad in very, very fast. Like this.
If you have knowledge, experience, you never receive 99%. You will say you have possibility to save you by yourself, or if you have group with guide is job of guide to save his members of the group.
Of course.
So if you are ready, have knowledge and experience, it's not so dangerous like looks from
of course.
So that's why every time I'm never afraid when I am in the mountains, because if something wrong, I always know when I have to stop and turn back or wait. I always know this. So that's why it's my experience.
Of course, it's experience.
It's my experience.
And you're, how old are you?
I'm 60.
You're 60 years old, so
but feeling for 27.
I was gonna say that you look like 20, not 27. you feel like you're very young. This is not a compliment. This is the truth. And before I met you, we have very common friends. Those common friends, they told me about you that you're a very good person and you look very, very active and young. And of course, a person who lived most of his life in the mountains, in high mountains, training and be active the whole time, it would be possible to feel
yes, because
60.
In my experience, I'm holder of title Snow Leopard. I climbed more than 13, not more. I climbed 13 summits higher than 7,000.
Mm-hmm.
So it was every cold there, and it saved my body, it saved my mind. So I am so young because there's a lot of time I spend in through ice and snow.
Yeah.
So, of course, my activity, I have good condition, physical conditions,
Mm-hmm.
help me to. I don't feel my age.
What do you do in a normal day? Not preparation, like before you start preparation for a mountain. What is your normal day in training, and what is your active way when you start preparation?
Okay, my normal day, every morning I go to swim and do my exercises, morning exercise, and go to swim during all year.
Swimming.
Swimming. It's
365 per year. Every day,
yes,
every day.
every day. No, except holidays maybe.
Except Easter and
without preparation, 3-4 times per week I do training.
Mm-hmm.
It's training in gym or running on beach every 2 or 3 times per month, I'm running in Troodos Mountains, 15 kilometers, sometimes more, but
15 or 50?
15,
15.
Not 50.
Okay.
50, it's few times
Yeah.
per life.
Yeah. And you run. You're climbing. Right,
yes,
you're running.
yes, I
Okay.
run. I run.
You run in the street, like from Platras, and you go up.
Yeah, yes, I have. We have nice routes in Rhodes where you can run up and down.
Is in the street or is in the outside?
Outside, in the forest.
Yeah, in the forest.
Forest.
Okay. So in normal days, you go for swimming almost every day, okay? And you do some exercises over there. When you do swimming, you do like swimming for like 20 minutes and you go inside and you come back, or you?
Yes, not long distance.
It's not. It's not.
No,
you just
maybe maximum 50, 100 meters maximum.
Okay, and you do this for your body temperature also?
Yes.
To adapt?
Yes, of
So
course.
don't
to
get
feel after during, especially after in winter, after swimming, you feeling younger than.
Yeah, of course. And when you come out of the water, your dopamine levels are up and everything. You feel good. Like
I always in Cyprus, I don't have a warm jacket. I always wear t-shirt.
Yeah. Well, you have coming from a country who, for you it's summer.
Forget. Our body always adapts to the climate
situation.
situation. So no.
Okay, so you do swimming, and sometimes you do running on the mountains. What else? You go to the gym. When you go to the gym, you do weightlifting?
Not so strong weightlifting.
Okay.
It's just to prepare my muscles in good conditions. I don't prepare my like bodybuilder.
No, not a bodybuilding, but you do like exercises with weights.
No, not. I just use not with weight, with
bands like TRX or this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's
all right. And what do you do when what is your plan, your program when you start preparation for a mountain?
For what kind of mountains? Different story. When I start preparation for Έβερεστ, it was another story because I did training 6 times per week. I ran distance 20, 15, 20, 30 kilometers every week. I use a lot of vitamins. I check my condition,
checkups.
Medical checkups. I did checkups every 2 weeks. It's another story. I have special plan with vitamins, with different nutritions. It's another story.
Okay.
For example, for Moises mountains like Kilimanjaro, Elbrus, it's my normal training. I don't do more than. For example, if when I start to, it's our next step. When I start, what my plans for next trips. After 1 month, I will start preparation for highest top of North America. It's Denali. It's also named like McKinley. It's 2 names.
Okay.
Of this summit. It's 6,194 meters, but it's very cold because it's in Alaska region.
Oh, okay.
So I will start more seriously my preparation from middle of February, and this ascent will happen in June.
Okay. What kind of what you said about nutrition? So let's say about nutrition and vitamins. Okay, you told me about the preparation, about the exercises. What about the nutrition? Do you have a special nutrition?
Yes, I have special nutrition. What I use always, every day. It's nutrition for my friend who prepared for me this. We named it breakfast. It's included more than 120 different nature. Everything is natural. Different components from nature.
Okay.
And it's included all vitamins, all micro elements inside. So it's helped me to feeling very good during the day.
But why do you call it breakfast? Is it because it's in the breakfast?
It's in the morning and.
Can you give me an example? Like in the morning, what do you eat when you're in preparation?
It's just like powder for one coffee cup together with honey and coconut
milk,
not milk, coconut butter,
oil
all together.
Because of the fat, okay.
And it's give me energy for half of the day at least, and give all vitamins and microelements what we need during the day. Plus, when I training more strong, I use another vitamins like normal vitamins.
Okay. So you're taking a multivitamin stuff, and in the morning you're taking with your coffee, and it has everything inside. Indeed. Okay. What about the food?
Normal food,
stuff.
Normal stuff.
You don't have a specific diet for the preparation.
No,
you don't. Okay. All right. That is good. And what is your psychology before and after? Psychology before the trip, during the trip, and after. Like, are you happy? Are you excited to do it before you start, or is it like, I don't know how to explain this. Like right now, you have a trip in a few days. Are you excited about this?
Always. Especially now, because we have 2 years break with coronavirus situation.
Oh yeah.
So I'm waiting for this trip. It's for me like first time in the life, because
like a baby in the candy store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 years. It's too much without any moving, without any traveling. So it's very, very exciting.
Yeah, that's good.
And during I always happy in mountains. But for example, during the trip to Kilimanjaro, I do my job at first, because I am guide. I have members of my group. All of them are first time in mountains. So it's
you have to be like a father, like a teacher and a father. You know,
of course,
because you're responsible.
Because their lives,
they're depending on you.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to stay in mountains. I'm happy to come back to place where before as well, because I a few times in Kilimanjaro. I was there and I know everything. I'm feeling very good. I like this, but okay, it's part of my job.
Yeah. When you come back, do you do any recovery? Do you need any recovery time, or you feel normal after?
For Kilimanjaro, I don't need anything.
Yeah.
Because it's like example. Έβερεστ. I climbed Έβερεστ. We start from last camp at 8,300 altitude. We start all together. Our group start all together. But I was not guide. I was member. Because if I was guide, I had to work with my members of the group. I was like member, and I asked of a leader of our team, can I do it alone, together with my Sherpa alone? He said me, yes, do it. And I was on the top 4 hours early than all another group. We started 10 o'clock in the night, and I was on the top at 5:30. All group was on 10 o'clock.
Why did you start at night?
Always on Έβερεστ, everybody start at night, because to save your life, you have to turn back not later than 12. So before 12, you have to be on the top, on the midday.
Okay.
If you don't come
at 12 o'clock,
at 12 o'clock, you have to turn back from any place you stay in this time.
So what happens if I go over there at 2:00 in the evening?
No, you have very big risk because you're going very slow from the camp to the top. So you have big risk that you can stay on. You can't come back to the last camp.
Okay, because of the weather.
Because especially weather is one thing. It's mainly it's your condition. If you go slowly, you will go down slowly, and most of this happened when you do descent. So it's rule. George, he's very strong. Andreo, he's very strong. But when he came down, he came back to the camp in the night.
Okay.
Because he's very lucky.
Yeah.
He had big chance
to die. Yeah, he told me about
this. He's very strong.
Yeah.
He did it, but it was moments that he was on the line between life and death.
So when you come back, when you start on the Έβερεστ, you said something very important. If you go slowly, it's very risky because you might die slowly. You know.
Yes, of course. When you are very tired. Also, in the zone of death, what is named after 8,300, it's named zone of death. So your body, your mind, it's not recovered. It's cannot feel without. We use oxygen, but with oxygen, it's also not
100% of your body, your mind is not there.
So. And very dangerous when you go to the top and when you start to descend. It's very, very important to be very clear with your mind, because you think, okay, I did it, so everything is finished.
It's perfect now, yeah.
So
all the problem starts when you're descending.
Yes, most of problems start when you descend.
And the people who die over there, they die because of descending.
Most of them died during descending.
Oh my God!
So
imagine how much happy.
It's very tight. Yes, they're happy. They stop the control of everything. Situation around. They stop the control of their body, and also they're very tired. They think their mind has changed. At least they're very difficult to think about anything. And they think we can sit and wait and have rest for 5 minutes, but
it's almost too late. And when they rest, I think that when they rest, they die. But what happens with the guy that is with them, or the Sherpa, or everyone? Do they let them die over there?
Sorry, tell me again.
All right, let's say that we are a team now.
Yes.
5 guys. Me, you, and another 3. And we have also 1 Sherpa.
Yes.
So we're 6.
Yeah.
One guy says, I can't go. I have to stay here. Do we go?
It's all group is continue to.
All group is continue.
Yes, with this guy or leader of this group, he has to decide what to do. To give this Sherpa to go with him down, or go him down with him and leave the group if group is has experience and profession, has possibility to go without him. So it's depends the situation. But in Έβερεστ, it's from the beginning. We signed the paper that if something happens,
I'm not responsible for your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's always we do the best, most what we can do for this, or turn him back alone, or help him to ask somebody who go down do this and from another group to help him or something else. We try to give him hot tea, to give him medicine, but it's.
Do you have staff over there with you, like hot tea or anything that you can give it?
We have with us medicine, and especially guides 100% they have everything, and all members have a hot tea with them water and hot tea always. It's always help.
When you were over there at the mountain and in the Έβερεστ, did you had anything like this? Like, did you have any troubleshootings or anything? Of course, let me start. Did you do K2?
No.
You do the other route, a difficult one.
So K2, not K2. I didn't.
In Έβερεστ.
Yes, on Έβερεστ.
Yeah.
No, we have 2 routes.
Yeah.
So, generally, Έβερεστ has 17 routes, different routes.
Yeah.
Different teams from different countries, they make 17 altogether, 17 different routes. But usually people use 2 routes, one from south side, one from north side.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I used from north side, from Tibet.
Ah, from Tibet, which is harder.
It's harder. It's more longer and harder because on 8,500 we have 3 rock walls. It's not, but they are 90 degrees. They are vertical, but it's short. It's 40-60 meters only. But 8,500 to use ropes, fixed ropes, it's not easy.
Do you do do you have also the stairs also from one ice?
No, from Tibet side, it's not a lot of crashes on the glacier.
Okay.
It's from south side.
It's from the okay.
From south side, it's.
And why did you choose the hard part?
Why? Oh, from the beginning, it was more interesting for me. And from another side, George did it.
Yeah.
I wanted.
You wanted to do something different.
Something different, yes.
Yeah.
So for me it was not hard. I tell I'm very grateful to my teacher because it's my principle and my big experience. During all my ascent, I knew that what will happen next, my step, next minute. So that's why I was no worry and I was always sure that what I do and nothing happened.
Was there a time that you were afraid of something? Did you have any fear inside of you that say, "Oh, if something happens, my kids, like, or anything"? Do you ever have these thoughts?
No. I never. No. Okay. Generally in mountains.
Yeah.
Something can happen, but it's suddenly, and you can be only one second, a few seconds when I'm afraid. But after my brain start to work and I make decision what to do, or turn back, or stay, or continue. So that's why I never was in panic in mountains.
You're never in panic because of your experience mostly.
Mostly my experience and my very good teacher who from the beginning teach us how we have to be and also to be ready for next level. So you do level 1, you have to be ready for level 2.
Who was your teacher?
It was very famous mountaineer in the USSR, Yuri Grigorenko-Prigoda is his name. He's Ukrainian and he's very famous. He's one of the famous mountaineers in the world. But now he is not with us. He was old and he died in 2000.
In 2000?
2001.
2001. And who was your guide on the Έβερεστ? Like, was it from...
No, I cooperate. I'm working also. I'm working like freelancer for Russian company, 7 Summits Club. I'm guide sometimes. I work for this company, especially in Aconcagua, in Kilimanjaro, in Denali. I will be guide.
Okay.
So I work sometimes. I work for them, and I did with them. I climbed Everest with them.
So in Έβερεστ, you're only how many guys in Έβερεστ? Is you and another guy?
In our team was 2 guys.
2 guys.
2 guys. But I was member.
You remember?
I was member.
Yeah.
But my experience was like in leader of the company.
What was the feeling conquering the roof of the world? Like, what was the feeling when you were over there? On the top.
Look, on the top, I feeling that I did it. Not any emotions, not any...
Happy or sad, anything?
Nothing. I did it. I was happy that I did it successfully and very fast. It's also one of the points, because for me, to climb the Everest was, of course, it was my dream. But first time I'm planning to climb the Everest in 1991.
1991. And you did it in 2019.
19. It was, I was member of Ukrainian national team, and we start preparation for Everest in that time. But political situation changes
because of the end of the USSR.
End of the USSR, it was commercial, and sponsorship was like dream. Country stopped to give finance for the expedition. It's not happened at that time, and it was still my dream. And when I came to Cyprus,
you did it.
I did it. So I received possibility to climb the Everest.
That's good.
My dream. And come back to the situation. I did Everest. It was my dream, but from another side, it was not dream. How to say? I did my job. I climbed with good result, and I descended, and I start to feel that I did it just only when I come back to 6,000. So it's, for me, it was not like fantastic, something from fantastic. I did it because I was ready to did it. I fixed point in my experience in my life.
Yeah, but you didn't enjoy it. You didn't say like, I'm proud of myself.
But it's not was like, wow.
When I spoke with George, the first time I asked him, what did you feel after? And he told me that he was very sad. And the reason it was two, because first of all, when he came back, his wife was going to have his child.
Yes.
She was like 9 months old. So,
yes.
So when he came back, he told me I had my kid with me, but I didn't know what to do at that time. He was kind of lost. And also after Everest, what is it? Like when you finish Everest, what is the next mountain? If your goal is the highest.
Look, I am realistic.
Yeah.
In my mind, I am 27. My wife told me that if you're planning to go to K2, we will divorce. So I am a realistic. I am with pleasure. I will continue with mountaineering, with serious mountains, but not with most serious mountains.
I understand.
My age is my age.
Mm-hmm. And you did many, man. I mean, you did so many.
Yes, I did more than 120 different ascents during my life. So when we won Soviet Union championship, our route was 7,000 summit Khantengri. It was 3 kilometers of wall, rocks plus ice plus snow, with average 72 degrees average of this wall.
Yeah.
And it was happened, we did it 8 days on the wall. Our nights, we spent nights on the ropes with the temperature 35 degrees minus.
Shit.
It was, but we were young. We were 32 years old.
You didn't care about anything, huh? Magical moment.
We won championship. We received medals. But it was, now I can't do it. I don't want
But
to.
you know what? The things that you're doing right now because it's not about the age. Of course, here you say that you're 26, and here you're 60, or maybe 50 or 40. But I know people who are like 18 or 20, and they look older here. I know kids that they're on the couch so many hours, so many days, so many years. They go to work, they come home, and they do nothing. Some people, they in Cyprus, they've never been to Trodos. So, I mean,
It's my task. I understand.
for me, what I love about you, and you're giving me strength, is that I appreciate what you're doing, that you don't care about the age or anything. You say, you know what, I'm alive when I'm at the mountains. I'm alive. And this is the most important.
This is my task, what I want to do. To
Yeah.
invite much more people I can to try, to touch mountains, to try. If they don't like, they can play chess.
Yeah, of course.
But most of them, believe me, 7 from 10 who come with me, they will stay. Doesn't matter. They will continue with more difficult summits, or they stay in the same level, but they will love adventures, they will love mountains, and they change their life. 7 from 10 who will decide to go one time with me or without me to mountains. But it's my task to invite them, to show them that it's very interesting, this adventure, this challenge.
You're like a teacher. Are you teaching them stuff when they are with you that time?
Yes, I'm teaching them, my members who decide go with me to the trip, to Kilimanjaro, to Elbrus, to Concagua. I teach them, of course. Of course, I teach them what they need for this, to realize this ascent of this program. But I want and I will be happy if I can organize a system in all Cyprus. But it's going to be a national program. We have to find finance for this.
Funds, yeah.
I know how to do it. And I have some my friends who wants to help me. But
maybe it's the situation right now with COVID. Maybe after COVID,
we will see. I will continue.
Maybe after COVID, we'll, yeah. Okay, so let's discuss about this program. Okay, you want to, let's say that someone that is hearing right now, someone that wants to hear us, wants to come with you. How can they... let's say that for maybe Kilimanjaro or in Caucasus, okay, what's the preparation? What do they have to do? What's the money? What's the...
A few words from generally about this program in Cyprus. The program 7 Summits, it's a franchise for all in the whole world. It's included ascents for the highest tops in all continents of the world. It's included the main Έβερεστ, Kilimanjaro, Έβερεστ in Asia, Kilimanjaro in Africa, in Caucasus, Elbrus, in South America, Concagua, North America, Denali, in Antarctica, it's Peak Vinson, and Australia and Oceania, it's Peak Karsten. It's 7 summits from this program. So I start this program and I open the 7 Summits Club Cyprus. Here in Cyprus, you can find us in our website with the same name, 7summitscyprus.com. All programs are there. If everybody who are interested, they can find us there. And also, I start program. I receive support from our president and name this program Flag of Cyprus on the highest top of the
Mr. Anastasiadis.
Yes, from Mr. Anastasiadis. And now the Flag of Cyprus we put on Έβερεστ, we put on Aconcagua, Elbrus and Kilimanjaro. And every time when I organize the expedition to these mountains, we again and again put flag of our
Of
country,
Cyprus,
of
yeah.
Cyprus on the top. We will make photo gallery in our future museum as well. So if somebody interested, they contact me, through the website or call directly, and I invite everybody who wants
to try out.
try.
So
For starting, just only physical condition. It's important, not more, and time. To start, it's better to start from Kilimanjaro or from Elbrus. It's the easiest.
It's the easiest route, yeah.
Yes, it's only 7-8 days, not more. So it's a short trip.
How many kilometers per day of walk?
In Kilimanjaro, it's like 6 days plus 1 day for descent trip. Every day it's 4 to 6 hours of walk. So it's not long trip. It's for pleasure, and you have
just to explore and get the idea.
Yes, and also it's very luxury because regarding rules of Tanzania, where is this Kilimanjaro located, we have to use porters. We have to use cookers. Nobody can climb by themselves without this service. So you're like luxury man go up, and porters wear everything. In your backpack, only your jacket and thermos, not more.
Oh, so you don't have all the like cooking and stuff and everything?
Everything they organize.
Everything they organize over there.
When you come to a place where you have night, everything is ready.
So you go from A to B to B to C,
yes,
and you have everything ready over
everything
there.
Ready over
so
there.
You have only on your backpack only one jacket.
Yes,
water.
They wear all your clothes. They wear and bring it to your place before night.
Okay,
so it's
good.
Very luxury. It's a little bit more expensive than another than Elbrus, for example, but it is.
What is the second mountain or the third? Like one is in Caucasus, one is in Kilimanjaro. What is the after?
After in this program, after is Aconcagua.
In Antarctica?
Aconcagua, Argentina. It's South America.
Yeah.
South America. Argentina, it's a little bit less than 7,000. It's 6,960. It's also not difficult. It's just only more high altitude. So is a season of Aconcagua is January and February.
And in Caucasus?
In Caucasus, it's summer. It's July, August, beginning of September.
But you are going now, which is January, no?
Yes, for Aconcagua.
Right now, when your next trip, when is it?
Kilimanjaro.
Elbrus
is July and August in summer.
Okay.
Because now it's very cold and no snow, a lot in Elbrus. It's no ice. You have to be professional to climb Elbrus now. It's possible, but so it's, and also we can organize a lot of different ascents to another very interesting mountains, not only from the 7 Summit program.
Like Dolomites maybe, or
like Dolomite, like Mont Blanc, like Peak Lenina in Pamir. It's a lot of different interesting summits. It's a lot of interesting in America, South America and Central America volcanoes. Very interesting.
Do you have in your website, do you have a program that you say that in 2023 or 2024 we will do this and this and this and this?
No, I have program only for next year.
But you have a program on you have. Can I see it if I go to the website or if someone goes in there?
It's a program and the dates in the program.
What's the program for 2022?
Program for 2022 now it's Elbrus and Kilimanjaro and Denali, but Denali it's only for
professional,
not for professional who is ready. For example, I have my members of my previous teams. They are planning to go with me, but before they climbed Elbrus, they climbed Aconcagua.
Okay,
maybe they will go with me to Denali. They have to have more experience before. If
someone wants to try the first time, for Kilimanjaro? What's the preparation?
Nothing. If you can walk 10 kilometers in Trodas, you're ready. All another, it's my job.
Okay, that is good.
And money.
What's the cost of it? Maybe someone asks, what's the cost for Caucasus or Kilimanjaro?
Caucasus is more cheaper. It's only 1,300, 8 days trip from Larnaca to Larnaca, 1,300 only plus ticket. Tickets is around 500.
So maybe 2,000 euros?
It's
somewhere over there. 2,000, 2,500.
No, 2,000.
2,000
is maximum. Maybe 200 less.
Okay.
Kilimanjaro is more expensive, as I told you before. We have to use service from Kilimanjaro, from porters and cookers. We cannot do ascent without this service.
Yeah.
So it's cost $3,250 in dollars. It's ascent and around 900 euro, 100 euro ticket. If you another options, additional option for Kilimanjaro, it's safari. It's fantastic. Few days of safari. It's fantastic view. You can combine it, and you can see any animal what you can or birds you can imagine. It's additionally 2 days of safari.
In Tanzania.
It's fantastic view, fantastic.
I'll be once in a lifetime.
It's another 900 euro. So altogether, it's around 5,000 euro.
That would be a great experience, huh?
Yes,
that would be a great experience. Like to combine these two?
Yes, you can combine these two. Yeah. It's fantastic memory, fantastic emotions.
So in total, let's say like maybe you need like 5,000 euros for in total?
Yes, in total, no, 4,700, let's say.
Okay.
In total, together with ticket.
For one person?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, that is good. That is good. Okay, so when are we going to go together? Me and you, when are we?
I can invite you for this trip.
Is this an open? Is this an open? How do you say? Is this an open ticket? Like if I want to come?
If you want to come, I will buy immediately. I will book a ticket for you and do all accommodation just to say me I want.
Oh, okay, that will be good. I will answer you when you finish.
Okay.
So I will let you know.
I invite you for my trip in Elbrus in summer, in end of the.
Of course.
No, not in the middle, in the end of July.
Of course. Now that we met, I mean, we will do good things together. Because, listen, I will be very honest. I think you are a very good teacher, not because of only your experience, not because you know what you're doing. It's because I see, sometimes when you see the other person's eyes and you know that I can trust that person. Not because of the experience, not because, I don't know, it's something pops out from you that you say, you can trust me. I know what I'm doing. You can trust me. So, it's not only the opportunity to go to the place, it's the opportunity to have you as a guide, as a teacher, as someone who knows how to take you in safety and take you and brings you back in safety. Yeah, so it will be a good.
It is important because sometimes some people who book their trips and they running and try to find the cheapest price, they don't fix who organizes. It's very important to check all points, all of the program and who is a leader or guide who organizes, because many times bad situation happen because
there's a lot of scam.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scam. I mean, I receive newsletters that from all around the world programs, which they say, you know what, we can take you here, we can take you there, and I'm sure that people will get to that trap, not because they're not good, but you don't know if they're good. You have to know, you have to trust, because it's your life.
Yes,
it's your own life, you know. It's not only going to Kilimanjaro or Έβερεστ or any other place. It's just your personal life. You have to go and come back safety. And safety is not only losing your life. You might go to a mountain and come back and your arm, half of your arm might be missing, or receive some bad situations that, you know, might affect you for the after, you know, for the years after. Yeah. Okay. So in 10 days, you're leaving.
No, on 30th of
Oh,
January.
so in 28. Okay. All right.
23 days.
That's
22
good.
days.
Are you going?
You have time to prepare.
I have to.
Preparation.
Are you going by yourself from Cyprus?
Yes.
All right. And your wife is staying here?
No. This time I will take her with me.
Ah, okay. That's good. That's good. Is it? She traveled with you many times in mountains?
Not many times. After 19 years of our marriage, I took her with for climbing of Elbrus in 2019 after Έβερεστ.
Mm-hmm.
When I informed her that I want to climb the Έβερεστ, she told me, "Look, okay, you can go, but after Έβερεστ, you will take me and we will climb together Elbrus." Okay, we did it in 2019.
It was easy for you, you know.
No, for me, it's not easy to have my wife in my group.
Yeah.
No, she's.
What about your
very
kids? Do they follow you?
Yes. My son climbed the Elbrus when he was 15. Now he's 20. One time, and now he has his another interest, and he tell me, "I will go with you. I can go with you with pleasure, but never continue with me because he has another interest."
Yeah. But your 4 kids, nobody's a climber.
My oldest son, when he was young, he did sport climbing in Ukraine. And when he was, I don't remember, 13 or 14, he had 6th place in World Championships through kids. But suddenly he stopped.
Yeah.
And continue without sports.
What do they think when you go to a mountain? Do they feel safety? They trust, or do they worry?
Especially my wife always worry.
Yeah, wife is always worry. Yeah.
Kids, I don't know.
You don't know, huh? Yeah. You don't express to say to you, you know, that, you know, what
they trust me. They know that I'm professional. You. So I think they're feeling not bad.
Yeah.
It's not so worried. My wife always worry, but
yeah. It's about the preparation before, about the Έβερεστ. How many years you prepared for Έβερεστ, specifically for Έβερεστ?
No, when I received Cyprus passport in 2018, I made decision for me that I like Cypriot. I have to do it because I opened this program a little bit early. I told to myself that I will do it and start preparation. And I just 1 year.
Just 1 year.
Yes.
What was your preparation that time for Έβερεστ?
What
you did before? Nothing changed.
Nothing changed. Yes, what we talked before.
All right.
So.
Yeah.
I'm ready to.
So you're always ready, actually.
No. Look, for example, for Denali in June, in February on February I will start more strong preparations than now. Now I prepare my body, myself just for good condition, for normal condition, depending my age, 27.
And now that you're a Cypriot, actually, do you speak any in Greek? Do you understand anything, or just a few? Αλλά δεν μιλάς, But you didn't become a Cypriot in the mind, like, you know, souvla and stuff, and, you know, tavernes.
The meat, yes, of course.
Oh.
I like Cyprus.
This is what you like, huh? This is what you like.
Always, yes.
I'm sure your Cypriot friends, they treat you well on that part, huh? Yeah. Yeah. How's Limassol?
Yes.
Limassol is good?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I like Limassol.
There's a lot of people over there from Russia and Ukraine.
Yes, but I prefer to have less.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, we live wherever we live.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of
Do you come?
friends
Yeah.
from Russians, from Cyprus. So we're happy. Doesn't matter what is the nationality.
Yeah. Do you come here in Portaras sometimes in the summer? We have nice the beach over there.
Not often.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3 times
Per year. Yeah. Yeah. Because
I like this place, but I like where is more activity, more moving. So
yeah, and you're close to the mountains, of course. If you want to go to Troodos.
Yes, because I do it. Jumped in the car and in 40 minutes I'm near the route and start another 2.5 hours and you start and you finish and come back. So I like this Cyprus style. When I explain to my friends everywhere, you can ski and in 1 hour you can swim.
So good, huh? You can't find this any other place.
Yes.
You can't find it that easy. Yeah. Which routes are you taking in Troodos for running?
No, I mostly use route in Madaria. It's where this fire station, do you know?
Yeah, I think I know. Yeah.
So it's very interesting because it's you go down 500 meters, go up 500 meters. So this route is not in the same level like in around the Olympus. But sometimes I use that one. For me, for training, I use this two mostly because it's more easy to come. It's circle every time. So for running, I use route around in Troodos, in Olympus for more. This another one is a little bit more harder. Especially when I prepared myself to Έβερεστ, I put backpack, put
a lot
weight.
of kilos, yeah.
Not a lot of, but
10 kilos.
Kilos and run with it back. Not
shit.
No, it's my result without backpack. It's 2 hours. That route. It's not bad.
You do any marathons also?
I did it 2 times per my life. Usually it's or half or 15 kilometers.
Yeah. The one in Limassol?
No. It was before
back in Ukraine. Yeah.
Here
I did marathons also, but I was never a marathonist. You know, I never enjoyed being because of the preparation of it, and I didn't want it to, because you know you have to like lose the extra weight, not the extra fat, because I don't have that much of fat, but I didn't want to lose the muscle of it.
For me, I don't like this marathon distance because for me it's no new emotions. It's like you have to run. It's just only result. It shows you what is your.
You're fighting with time.
Yes.
It's not exciting. Maybe for some people it is. I mean, I have friends that they're always with the watch. Oh, I did this in 1 kilometer. This, like okay, but it's not my main goal. You know.
All my running just for good physical condition, not for result.
Yeah. What do you think when you're on when you're in a mountain, either Everest or any other? What do you think that time? Do you think are you there, or do you think different stuff about life? Like, do you? I don't know how to explain this. Like, do you have a philosophy about life? Are you thinking about life in general?
No. From the beginning, I switch off all my
emotions
about my normal life. because we have a lot of stress here, and when you come to mountains, I switch off all my stress, so I am relaxing.
Okay.
And everything what is coming to my mind, it's coming because I am open to. I don't think about my life, general life. It's coming without my. It's come because my mind is open.
Okay.
And when I come back home, I am much more open for information. For my brain is like younger and more clear. So it's helped me in my life.
That is good.
But I switch off.
You switch everything.
It's help, because if you some of my clients, some of my members of my group, they continue to call to make business. I tell them, stop, please, stop and relax. Believe me, in few days you will start again, and it will be more easy. Nothing happened without you. Nothing.
Yeah, because you need to get into the zone. And if you can't go into the zone if you talk all day about life and money and stuff and banks and stuff, you have to take everything out. And for me, I understand what you're saying, because everything I do, if let's say for tomorrow morning, if I say to my friend, let's go to the mountains and spend the whole day over there, if we're in the car and he's talking about problems, everyday problems, which they don't finish, because I have problems also. And if we go over there and he's on the phone, suddenly I will say, look, you have to either drop the phone or we go back, because it's causing me stress also to hear you, But the reason I'm asking you is because after you did all these years, and you have all this experience, what is philosophically what is the meaning of life for you? Challenge. To challenge yourself.
Yes.
That's the meaning of life. To keep you alive.
It never stop.
It will never stop. Yeah. Do you have any other dreams? Big dreams and goals in the next future?
No, not to stop with mountains.
Mm-hmm.
To continue to travel. And for my philosophy during my life, I try to do a lot of different adventures. And I jump with parachute. I did diving a few times, not a lot. I did a lot of different things. I use delta plane, paraplan. So, but it's not
the
pleasure.
same. Yeah.
It's not the same, but I try.
You try different stuff.
I like this, but I have my life, mountains. I want to continue
maybe
as long as it will be possible.
Maybe you are born with it. You were born to be a climber. That's it. You tried, and you try many times to not be a climber.
I don't know.
Is there a place in the world now that you say, I wish I could go over there to that mountain?
I was with interest, and I will go to Australia, but I am not sure that I will do it because it's very a little bit difficult to travel. It's too far.
With okay, especially now with COVID, it's
a lot of dreams. Australia and climbed the mountains of Kuka.
Yeah.
That's the name of. We'll see. It's my dream. I have photo in my gallery, but maybe it's
how tall is it?
No, it's 4,400 only.
And why do you want?
But it's I don't know. Like this picture. I like this view because Now it's for me to climb. It was my dream to climb all 14 peaks high as 8,000, but it's maybe too late.
Oh, you never know, man.
We'll see.
It's a perfect country. I mean, Australia and New Zealand. I would love to go over there. I haven't been to those places, and I mean, New Zealand is a totally different place, and I would love to go over there. It's beautiful. Do you have any other hobbies or anything?
I don't have time for another hobbies.
You don't have time, huh?
Yeah.
You watch any documentaries or any movies or anything that about mountains and stuff?
Yes, of course, always.
Yeah.
Now, what's this last movie about
The Nepalese guy?
Nepalese guy near
14 summits?
Yes, 14 summits for 6 months. He's my friend. I know him.
Yeah?
Very well, yes. Not very well, but well.
Okay.
We spent some time together, and now it's fantastic result.
Yeah.
14 mountains by 6 months and 7 days.
That's a lot of stuff, huh?
Yes, it's fantastic result. So it's now it's movie. Netflix issued movie.
Is this what other movies and documentaries I've seen that one, and there was another one about Έβερεστ, I think.
Yes, it's tragedy. Yes, what you.
Yeah.
It's what happened in 1995. It's big tragedy on the Έβερεστ.
Yeah, because
Yes,
a lot of people died. Yeah.
Yes, a lot of people died, but sometimes it's happened. And 2015 in Έβερεστ, it also was big avalanche. What is on the base camp, and so also a lot of people died.
Yeah.
More people died, but it's a lot of people die
Every day.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's.
Did you see any dead bodies when you're in Έβερεστ?
Yes, of course. We saw few bodies, around 12, but okay. It's our life.
Yeah. There is some famous bodies, right? They have one with the.
Yes, it's always this because they're close to the.
On your route, yeah.
On our route.
What did you think when you see them? Like, you surprised? You're like.
It's not for me. It's not surprise, because from the first I knew that they're present there, and we will see it. But from another side, my experience is not only experience in skills and essence. My experience also with rescue job, like rescuer. So I'm professional rescuer as well. No, in past. So we saw a lot of.
Oh, you see a lot of stuff.
Death and less death, but more problems with.
What was the worst you've seen in your life?
I don't fix in my mind. It's past, and I take it out from my mind.
Okay. Do you think that the people over there in the mountains in the Έβερεστ, they should like be removed or should stay there?
I think they will stay there. Now the Nepalese government, they told that they will organize expeditions to remove these bodies from the places of landing. But I think it will not happen because it's very dangerous for the people who will rescue, who will do this. So it doesn't matter how much it will cost. It's
so dangerous
for the people who.
For the Sherpa, for everyone who's going to go over there and do the job.
They're strong. Yes, they're strong. They do a lot of work on high altitude, but it's dangerous.
You had a Sherpa with you?
Yes. I climbed with Sherpa. I had young and very active Sherpa, so we did it.
Yeah. You were
very with pleasure and successful.
You were very satisfied with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I met him a few days before.
Oh, yeah.
But he was good.
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky with him.
Will you do Everest again?
Like member, maybe no. If company will invite me like guide, yes.
Like as a guide, huh?
As a guide, yes. Because I think what my position, like my experience is the necessary level to do this.
Yeah.
But like member, not reason to make to climb with more difficult routes. I am not ready with my as I told you, with my age, because we have to count this. But with normal route, like guide, with pleasure.
That's good. It's good to have this in the mind, huh?
But if somebody wants to prepare
for preparation, yeah,
and after go and climb, I can teach him, and I can go again.
For a regular person, might take like 3-4 years.
Yes,
for
and
preparation.
Climb and before climb
other mountains.
Other 4 or 5 mountains.
Yeah, like Venezuela and maybe other stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, that's good.
So if somebody wants to climb the Everest from the beginning, it's very big mistake. And very dangerous. A lot of people who has money, if I have money, we want to climb Everest. I will pay for 2 Sherpa, not for 1 Sherpa. It's dangerous because most of this in 2000, maybe you remember, you read that in 2019, 11 people.
Yeah, I remember, of course.
The season, 11 people died. Most of them, 8 from 11, died from heart attack, in big stress, in shock, in panic, and they die from this.
From a heart attack?
Not they fell down or something else.
Because they were not ready.
Yes, they were not ready.
When do you know that you're ready? When? Like when do you?
Only here.
Only here.
No, of course you have to check your physical condition, but mostly here.
Yeah, but is it a physical?
But it's experience. It's experience.
Is it a physical examination that proves that you're ready? Maybe your heart rate.
Only your essence before, as we spoke before, 4, 5 previous time essence shows you and your teacher or your guide, are you ready or not? You will feel by yourself.
Yeah.
Are you ready or not? With Elbrus, with Kilimanjaro, with the Concagua, with another mountain in Mexico or in Pamir, doesn't matter. But it's going to be from 5,000 to 7,000 few summits.
Mm-hmm.
And during this expedition, during this essence, you will
understand.
You will understand how you are ready. But if somebody, what is it? Money, oxygen plus Sherpas, I will do it. It's very dangerous. And not only dangerous for you, it's dangerous for the team.
Them also, yeah.
For the team, because if somebody died, it's always give problems for your group, always, especially with everything, not only for the success of.
You might be slow. Second, you might be like give them problems all the time, so you slow the whole mission. You give problem to the mission. You give problems to the guides, and
also atmosphere in the group. If somebody
if you have bad energy, you give it to the other people. They don't enjoy the whole thing.
So that's everybody who make decision to climb Everest or another high mountains have to understand.
What do you do when is somebody like this, an amateur, suddenly appears in a team?
No, in a team or from the beginning I want?
Well, let's say that you are with 6 people. You say you used to be a guide for years.
Yes.
So what did you do when somebody is a troublemaker, like he's not ready? What do you do?
Stop him.
Stop him.
I have
Take him back.
It depends where is. For example, my last trip to Aconcagua in 2019, beginning of 2019, it was one guy who was not ready. Sometimes in Elbrus team, I had some people who I see that it's dangerous for, especially for him, and
the rest of
team, the rest of team, it's problems. I stop them. Some of them understand. Some of them
they take it personal.
Take it, yes, of course. It's some problems, but it's my job. I from the beginning. If I am your guide, last word is mine.
Yeah, you're the last person who's taking decisions and say, you have to quit, you have to stop, you have to return back.
Yes.
What if they can't return back and you have to take them with you and you see that there is a problem?
Every time it's different story.
Yeah.
We cannot now we cannot explain what.
Yeah, I understand.
Every time it's different.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I have to make final decision. It's sometimes it's not easy, but I have to do it because.
Yeah, I understand.
It's safety for all people, not only for this guy.
All right. It was a pleasure. I don't have any other questions. But it was a pleasure because, first of all, to meet you, and second, to listen in person what you have to say about all these climbing experiences through the years you've done. And I wish you all the best from the next trip and after all the other trips that you do, all the great experiences.
I hope next trip
we'll be together, huh?
Yes.
We will do definitely a trip together, maybe more trips. And I'm very interested to see what you have, because I see you have papers, and I know the papers over there is you have something in your mind. Thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you to you. I'm very glad to meet you, and also for me it's a pleasure to have this discussion. Or it's very nice. I'm very glad.
Yeah, so as me. I'm sure that there are a lot of people that will be very interested to hear about this. To hear you in person, to hear what you have to say about all these experiences, and why not try a trip with you or maybe more, and have this great experience with one of the best. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you to you.
Thank you.
Very much to you. Zulucast.